Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back, another YgoPro duel video, Cross-Banlist Cup next match, and this is a very big matchup. I think the biggest matchup here already in the cup, two very big decks already. The Magician Pendulum deck, this is the winner's deck list, or this will be the winner's deck list from the CCG tournament a few months ago. We'll face on, or at least we'll battle it out against Infernity, the Trishula version. Pretty much I think the first ever way to play Infernity, at least for the OCG, because by the time we got Trishula here in the TCG, the deck already wasn't too strong, at least with only one Trishula, that is. So yeah, the first deck list, we have the Magician Pendulum deck, the winner of CCG Lille a few months ago. The deck already is part of history because of the most recent update on the Forbidden and Limited list by Konami with the hits on Joker and Luster Pendulum. But yeah, for this I think I don't need to explain this deck. The deck is very strong, of course. But then we have Infernity from 2010 OCG, so not TCG, since again by the time we got the Trishula it was immediately put to 1, if I'm not mistaken. But in the OCG, when Trishula was released, it was at full force at 3, and this was Infernity back in the day 2010, if I'm not mistaken, 2010 September, October, around that time. And I did some research, found a lot of OCG lists running Infernity, at least with the Trishula version, pre-exceeds, and a lot of them were running Pot of Duality for consistency reasons. I'm not really a huge fan of Pot of Duality here in Infernity, but I guess a lot of OCG players preferred consistency together with Infernity Inferno, very popular in the Synchro variant, but yeah, post exceeds Infernity Inferno wasn't really that common. Also the lack of Infernity Barrier, as I personally forgot, Infernity Barrier was a TCG exclusive back in the old days, so that's why Barrier is not in the deck, and that's also the reason why I picked this deck, so the Infernity Trishula version over the previous version I got, because otherwise, if the deck had access to triple Trishula and triple Barrier, the deck would be just too strong. Infernity Break wasn't really that popular in the OCG. People were maybe running one Infernity Break, but yeah, kind of surprising for me, but it wasn't too popular back then in the OCG. Triple Greffer, Plague Spreader to set up a possible Archfiend on the top of your deck. Yeah, Infernity's the Trishula version. So yeah, let's not waste any more time, let's hop into the first game. Alright, first tool, and of course, as always, I mean, the player that gets to start has the biggest advantage, especially if you're playing something like Infernity that's bound to, yeah, of course, tries to open the game as explosive as possible to set up a huge field. And yeah, I lose the die roll, at least I lose the rock, paper, scissors game, and he gets a start and is able to, I think, go for 2 Trishulas, and is eventually able to, of course, end with double Trishula and also with Stardust, and that's very huge. Wavering Eyes is useless due to Stardust. I do have a... no, the Joker was ripped. The Joker was ripped due to one of his Trishulas, and he's able to end with, what is it called, the Lone Fire Blossom for Infernity. I forgot the name. The level 1 that reborns to Infernity, but yeah, GG, well played. Again, the Wavering Eyes was useless because of Stardust, but hey, I get to start game 2, so I have the advantage immediately thanks to Pendulum Call, a very good searcher. I don't think I need to explain that, and the field spell immediately searching on another Odd-Eyes Dragon, and I think this was a good move. I mean, ending with, what is it called, that Red Eyes Exceed. Every time that the opponent activates a card or effect, my opponent will lose 500 burn damage, and also set up that unicorn on my side of the field together with Thunder King is just so strong against Infernity, especially paired up with that Magispectre unicorn and the Red Eyes card. I mean, Infernity have to play a lot of cards to establish their combos and to get, of course, to get their field, so they will get a lot of burn damage thanks to Red Eyes Flare metal dragon, and now I can just simply attack for a game. So yeah, third gamer. Very nice. So the opponent gets a start. Okay, so no explosive start, but he does start with Infernity Inferno, which is pretty much a big foolish burial, right? The Dust Tornado was kind of expected, so he has to chain it on the field spell. I set up my skill, and he doesn't reveal a second Dust Tornado, and here I think I just have to pop one of his back rows, maybe hitting the Solemn Judgment, since the Solemn Judgment was my biggest fear, and maybe also hitting a possible Torrential Tribute, or maybe Bottomless Trapple. So this way I didn't need to quote-unquote waste my Avian, right, and try to attack for a game. But eventually the discard to try to hit one of his back rows bite me in the ass, since I wasn't able to deal the necessary, at least an extra attack, extra damage to my opponent, and he's able to make a recovery play. He's able to get Trishula off. He needed to activate one more card effect to give him the necessary burn damage, so I would win. But yeah, he's able to end with Trishula. I still have a chance. Top deck into Luster Pendulum, trying to go for Ignister to bounce back his monster and try to attack for a game, but the Torrential Tribute does save his ass here. And yeah, he top decks into, yeah, it's Infernity, right? They're bound, they do have so many top decks, possible Archfiend, the level 3 Necromancer is also a top deck. Launcher, yeah, I think, yeah, the 3 Launchers were still in his deck. And now he can just clean my field, so... Yeah, earlier, did I have to activate that effect to try to pop one of his back rows? Well, yeah, if I hit the Mirror Force, I would have been able to just attack for a game, no problems then, but I missed the Mirror Force and hit the Infernity Inferno, I think, and eventually, the Avian was forced out with Mirror Force, so I wasn't able to deal more damage and make use of that Red Eyes, Flare Metal Dragon. And yeah, Infernities take this one. Very, very close match nonetheless. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.